We're dealing here with a very fundamental question, probably the ultimate fundamental question. And this is not something we can dismiss easily or be half-hearted about it. This is it. For thousands of years, we have Mesiras Nefesh to do the mitzvahs and to not do an Aveda. To then be told that God Himself doesn't necessarily need the mitzvah, that doesn't sound right at all. You can't be inspired if He is not. You can't serve Him if He doesn't really even want you to. So to say He wants you to serve Him, He wants the mitzvah on a certain level, but really deep down, no, He doesn't need it. That's like saying, don't take it seriously. It's telling you not to take it seriously. Unless you want to get Gan Eden, you want to be a tzaddik, you want the schar, well then yeah, fine. As badly as you want the schar, that's how seriously you're going to take the mitzvahs. But then what does the Mishnah mean when it says don't do the mitzvah for the schar? If I'm not doing the mitzvah for the reward, and he doesn't necessarily need it, what am I doing? In fact, if you look at the Mishnah, this is even before you get to Chassidus. If you look at the Mishnah puts the message into a context. What is the context? Don't be like a servant who serves his master for the sake of a reward, but you should be like a servant who serves his master without the sake of a. Why do you have to have the mushal of a servant with a master? Why don't you simply say, don't do mitzvahs for the reward? The context is important because it explains the sense and the reasoning behind it. What does it mean, don't do mitzvahs for the reward? If not for the reward, then for what? So in the mushal, why would a servant serve his master without thought of a reward? Because he's serving his master. In other words, knowing that the master is getting what he needs, then you don't need to get something you need because his pleasure is all the reward I need. But if there's no Rav, there is no master, and I'm not doing anything for him, then I should do the mitzvah without thought of a reward. It's either for me or it's for him. It can't be for nobody. So the Mishnah is telling you, you don't need more reward than knowing that you're doing for the Eibishter what he needs. To then come along and say, yeah, but he doesn't need. Well then, what are we left with? People are justifiably uncomfortable with the word need. If you apply it to the Eibishter. If you apply it to God, say God needs, that sounds like a contradiction. The reason he's God is because he doesn't need anything. If he needs, how is he God? Which, let's say, it's a very good question. But you can't avoid it. Bereshis bara elikim es hashamayim ve'es ha'aretz. Bereshis. Before we needed anything, he created the world. No. He didn't need it. So you can say he doesn't need it for himself, he only created it for us because he wants to do what's best for us. Well, how badly does he want to do what's best for us? Half-heartedly? No. He created the whole world for this. So how badly, which is a bad word, how goodly does he want to do this favor for us? Partially, wholeheartedly, infinitely? So let's say he's doing it all for us. So that's not his need? So they use the mashal. He's like a father. He's a father who's trying to do what's best for his kids. And the father doesn't need to do what's best for his kids? No, it's just for his kids. So you can't get away from it. There's obviously an interest, an investment that God is making because of who he is.